Hey friends, this is Tejaswini and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, we'll be discussing about how to make a study timetable or a revision timetable for your exams. Before watching that video, kindly subscribe to my channel and also like it. So, for making a timetable, there are two steps. First step is to prioritize what you have to do and what are the necessary things. And the second step is that you have to plan your timetable. So, if you have the problem for focusing for a longer period of time or procrastination, then yes, this video is made for you. Ways to prioritize. So, first, understand what is in the task. Before you prioritize your task, you should have a complete understanding of how to do your task and what are the things in that. Now, this includes that how a task should be performed, how long it will take, or if any other task is dependent on that, or when is the due date for submission of any particular task, or what is the due date to complete any task. Second, rank each task. Now, since you have got to know that what are the things in each task, now you have to rank them accordingly. The tasks which are firstly important, put them in the first in the numbered list in your to-do list. So for example, if I take maths of class 10th, then these are the chapters. So you have to firstly focus on the internal examinations or the chapters coming in your internal examinations. So the chapters which will come in your internal examinations, mark them with red, and then the chapters which are coming in your finals, mark them with green. So let's say if quadratic equations, arithmetic progression, and height and distance is coming in your internals, then firstly you need to complete that. Firstly you have to prepare those chapters, and then will come the chapters that will come in your finals. Or you can do like the chapters on their difficulty level. Okay, so you can mark the chapters which you have understood and also you have practiced all the questions which are in that, or the ample of questions, then you mark them with the green. The chapters which you have not practiced the questions, you just know the theory part, then you can mark that with yellow. And the chapters which you don't know anything in that, or you don't know that what's going on, then you can mark them with the red. Okay, so the chapters mark in the red that you need to do first, then the yellow, and then green. The third is setting deadlines and also sticking to them. Now you have determined that how to tackle with all these chapters. So now you have to set some realistic deadlines for completing those chapters. And yes, you have to be honest with them. So, for example, if you know that height and distance chapter will take you 3 days to complete, then don't hurry to complete the chapter in 3 days only. Maybe some emergency can occur. So for that purpose, you should keep the buffer time so that if you have not completed the chapter in 2 or 3 days, you can use that buffer time. Now, the second step in making an effective timetable. So the second step is plan. So now for planning, there are two types of timetables. First is weekly and the second is daily timetable. So first I'll start with weekly timetable. So weekly timetable is for those who don't have the issue of procrastination, or they have the problem of focusing on study for a longer period of time. Write your accomplishments for the week. First, denote your time in online class, work, and then fun. And then the leftover time, you write the study portion. Now, if you feel that your study portion is a bit less, then you can adjust that time with your fun time. I'm saying to determine your fun portion earlier so that when you are having an issue in the studies or you are not able to get longer time for study, then you can adjust it with that. It will help you not to squeeze your study time. Now the daily timetable. So I recommend daily timetable to those who have the problem of procrastination, or who are facing problem to focus on studies for a longer time. So this kind of timetable is for daily timetable. First, on the left side, you arrange all the work you have to do like online classes, work, study, food, or all the tasks that you do in a day. And on the right side, what you have to do is that if any emergency occurs, or maybe you woke up a little late, then you don't feel demotivated. So, in that purpose, you can use your right side. In right side, what you need to do is that you need to rearrange all the tasks again, and so that you will not feel demotivated, that you don't end up again doing procrastination. Also, for those who have the problem of focusing on study for a longer period of time, I suggest you try the Pomodoro technique. But now, if you are habitual to study for a longer period of time, then I suggest that use the Pomodoro technique a bit less, because when writing the exams, they aren't of 25 minutes and then break. They are for long, long hours. And for that, you need to practice to sit and focus on one thing, right? So, what is in the Pomodoro technique?
In Pomodoro, we study for 25 minutes and then take 5 minutes break.
But in exams, if you are thinking about a concept, then you can't take break and then again start your study, because there is a limited time. So I suggest that you use the Pomodoro technique, but only when you're not feeling to study. And yes, make sure that the timetable you make is specific and realistic. Also, don't spend most of your time in planning your timetable rather than starting your work, because I know that most of us are doing this. Actually, I also do this. Also, if you like this video, then kindly like and share it with your friends. This really helps me.